All right, let me share my screen. Yeah. Is it visible now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone can see my screen, can't you?
Yeah.
Is it clear enough?
Wait,
Alright.
wait a minute.
Full screen, please.
All right. So let's start it. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Salam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yeah. In this cloudy morning, me Annisa Rohmadhani and also
Nur Giana Febrianti.
we'd like to present our midterm exam as, or we call it as mini research. The title is Cross-Cultural Pragmatic Differences, looking at the teacher's perspective. So we're going to talk about the background and then the literature review and also the research questions as well as the methods that we are going to use later on. So the first one, why should we focus on the cross-cultural pragmatic differences? As looking back at our class, we have a very diverse culture. We have a very diverse students coming from different culture or different um,
Background.
ethnicity and also background. So that's why cross-cultural pragmatic differences play a significant role in the teaching profession, especially from the perspective of educators or the teachers. Here, the teachers need to be aware of these differences to effectively communicate and connect with the students from diverse cultural backgrounds. Understanding the background knowledge of students is crucial for teachers when navigating cross-cultural pragmatic differences. It helps them modify their teaching methods and communication styles to ensure that all students feel included and not excluded in the class, and also being engaged in the learning process. Okay, by acknowledging and embracing these differences, the teachers can create a more inclusive and supportive learning environment where every student feels valued. This not only enhances the educational experience of the students, but also fosters or boosts mutual respect and understanding among students from different cultural backgrounds. So here we would like to focus on the diversity of our students' ethnicity, cultural background, as well as their cultural language or dialect. That's why cross-cultural pragmatic differences are our main concern. Next, Gia.
So, my name is Nur Giana Febrianti. I will explain a little bit about the literature review. So, in our literature review, we found that a recent study has shown a growing interest in the pragmatic variations in teaching across cultures. Since cultures also give some impact to the pragmatic language, yeah. And research has demonstrated how crucial it is to enhance cross-cultural pragmatic awareness in learning environments. So, but from the different cultural backgrounds, it also impact how we speak or how we express our emotion or our feelings while talk to others based on our from different environments. And then studies have looked at how cross-cultural lesson studies affect instructors or teachers' learning process. highlighting the need of comprehending how cultural backgrounds affect teaching methods based on Huang in 2023. Furthermore, studies on the speech actualizations of educators from various cultural backgrounds have revealed only a small amount of cross-cultural variation, suggesting that pragmatic transfer concerns in language instruction need to be addressed, according to Eldux et al. 2021. And then in order to gain insight into how cultural origins influence mentorship, relationships, and teacher expertise, researchers have examined the pre-service teachers' perspectives in international learning partnerships. This is according to Parker et al. In 2022. And then additionally, this research contrasting the pragmatic approach of English for EFL, English for foreign language students from various cultural backgrounds has shown the differences in speech act achievement. And then this is highlighting the significance of comprehending cross-cultural communication patterns according to Al-Hamzi et al. In 2020. And then in order to increase teachers and students' cross-cultural pragmatic competence, these pragmatic failures in cross-cultural communication have been examined, and then underscoring the need of developing intercultural awareness and competence, according to Chan in 2023. And then, since all these things considered, these current studies have emphasized how important it is to take cross-cultural pragmatics variations into account in educational settings, since there are so many impact that can impact the students or the teachers also in teaching process or learning process, yeah, in educational setting. And then in order to facilitate successful communication situations, teacher should investigate teachers' views teachers' viewpoints, like us as the researcher will ask the teacher's perspective according to these cross-cultural pragmatic differences, comprehend pragmatic transfer challenge, and improve some cross-cultural pragmatic competency. And then moving on to the research question, uh, we choose we make two research questions. The first is, how do teachers perceive the impact of cross-cultural pragmatic differences on classroom dynamics? And then, how do teachers adapt their teaching strategies to address cross-cultural pragmatic differences? And the next research methodology will be continued by Nisa.
All right. So in our research later on, we would like to have a qualitative approach which focuses um, on how we analyze the impact of the teachers, applying the knowledge of cross-cultural pragmatic differences in the class by administering the questionnaire, focusing on their um, long answers. So we don't really ask about the like the shallow one, but we would like to deep dive into their opinions and then their perspective, and also later on, after we already do the um, administering the questionnaire, looking for their answers, we are going to analyze the questionnaire, the answers descriptively. So by doing compare and contrast to each question. Okay. All right. So these are our references. We would like to have a more deeper understanding about the research that we are going to do, but these are the references that we take. Okay. I think that's it from us. Thank you. Do you have any question?
Hmm. Okay, thank you for your presentation. So, your title want to be investigate the perspective, right? And sorry, maybe I not clear your explanation about the participant.
Mhm.
So, who your participant in your study? Is it students or teacher and or both?
Okay. Looking back at our title, so we're going to focus on the teachers. So it's going to
Okay.
be the EFL teachers. We're still talking about who uh who the teachers are and where the location is, but uh later on we're going to focus on the teachers,
Mhm.
EFL teachers.
Yeah.
Any other question?
Any other question?
Hmm.
And about the teacher perspective, uh, what do you want to investigate for the
Moving on to the research question, Lisa. So, from the teacher's perspective, we focus on these two research questions, Kak, actually. So, we want to know the impact of cross-cultural pragmatic differences in classroom action, in classroom environment, and then how the after we found the impact, and then we want to know how teachers uh, adapting their or making their teaching strategy to uh, to solve or the if there is misunderstood about the since this is since we took cross-cultural pragmatic differences, how the differences about each other understanding from different cultural background or different
mm,
ethnicity, ya kan, since based on our experience in our class with if Nisa and take a look, Nisa and Mas Aldi. Nisa and Mas Aldi is the same from East Java,
Mm.
but they have a different understanding or different interpretation of some words, some sentences. Now, we want to take it. That's why we want to know the differences, the impact about this. That's why we choose that
Let
topic.
me add. So in the pragmatics that we already learned in the class, we already learned about the speech acts and then politeness strategies, so that we can focus on that aspects in our research later on. So we are going to examine how speech acts like requests and then apologies, compliments are going to be performed in different various culture. So uh, I'm coming from Java, Fitra and Vira are coming from Sulawesi. So you guys have different kinds of uh, dialects or like requests on like sentences in asking or requesting something. So that's we're going to look for. We are going to analyze the cultural aspect of this kind of norms and also the politeness strategies later on. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it clear enough, Kak Fir?
yes,
Okay.
very clear.
All right.
Any question? Any other question?
Hmm. You think of it. It's enough. Yeah.
Or maybe you'd like to.
I wanna ask one more question regarding your instrument. Your instrument consists the one. If I'm not mistaken, I see the questionnaire. So here's you just only want to take the instrument, the questionnaire, right? So why you don't taking interview?
Gia
Okay.
wants to answer.
Yeah, so we choose questionnaire first to distribute to the teacher. Just want to know their response about how cross-cultural differences impact their teaching. And then after that, if we have some um, less information or less response from the teacher, we want to continue with interview, but we still focus on the questionnaire first, like that. If the questionnaire is not clear enough, we will we will continue it with in-depth interview, in-depth analysis with using interview, like that, Kak Fir.
Also, you will how to say, you will to do interview to later on after
Yeah,
the questionnaire.
yeah, but if the questionnaire, the answer of the questionnaire is not clear enough, is we still need more answer.
Oh yeah, I get your point.
Yeah,
So after you see the how to say analysis the questionnaire and you see
yeah,
it is not enough to the answer and
yeah.
you
Mhm.
want to be okay.
That's why,
So
but we still focus in the questionnaire.
if the
Maybe
answer is still inadequate, we are going to have an interview.
Mm.
But if it's already enough to our interpretation, I think that's enough. But we're still discussing about it.
Mm.
Thank you for
Yeah.
the advice,
Yeah,
Kak Fira.
Okay, thank you.
Fitra, maybe you wanna ask something? If there's no question left, I think that's it from our presentation. Thank you so much
thank
for
you so
listening
much.
and giving us feedback. And we'll look forward to your presentation.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you so
you.
much, guys. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
midterm.
you.